How's it going, everybody? Nick DiVirgilio here, and today's video is on this fantastic Yamaha live custom hybrid oak shell pack. Yamaha was at the forefront of using oak as a tone wood in drum making a while back with their live custom and oak custom drum kits. Now they made a little bit of a change with this kit, and they used a phenolic resin core in the middle of the 7 plies that make up this drum shell. So you have the phenolic resin core, and it's sandwiched on either side by this fantastic oak tone wood. It's a beautiful sounding drum kit, really resonant and live and punchy. Now, I used this kit on my solo record called Invisible that's gonna be out here pretty soon. The only difference is that I had a 24-inch kick drum instead of this 22-inch kick drum here. And boy, was it great in the studio. Nice and punchy, big round sound of the toms, just a lot of fun to play. So let's get into the details of this kit right now. Okay, again, like I mentioned just a couple seconds ago, the shells are 7 plies thick with the inner core being the phenolic resin. There's 3 different shell pack configurations in the Yamaha Live Custom Hybrid Oak line of drums. 3-piece, 4-piece, and 5-piece. This is the 4-piece configuration with a 10 by 7-inch rack tom and a 12 by 8-inch rack tom and a 16 by 15-inch floor tom along with a 22 by 18-inch kick drum. Again, all these drums are really punchy and sound great. Now I have a matching 14 by 5-inch snare here, but as shell packs, you know they don't come with snare drums. You can get a matching one if you want, or any other snare drum will go great with this kit. Just talk to your Sweetwater sales engineer about that. Before we get into the details about the hardware on this kit, let's hear the drums without anything else going on. I'm gonna turn the snare wires off and get into the tone of these tom-toms. Here we go. Very cool, nice musical tone interval between all of the drums. I'm playing with the stock heads that come with the kit. They're Remo heads. They're single ply, clear heads. Now a 2-ply head I think will go great on this drum kit. A 2-ply coated head, maybe even better. And I always encourage everybody that buys a new snare drum, a new drum kit, whatever it is, please experiment with drum heads until you find the tone you're really looking for, because that head combination, when you change it up just a little bit, it's gonna really change the tone of the drums, and you're gonna fall in love with a great tone. And you might love the stock heads. There's nothing wrong with the stock heads at all. But I encourage you to check out different tones, because you can really take your drums into all kinds of different places, which is a good thing. Now let's do that same thing, but with the snare wires on. What a nice, big, round tone from the floor tom. It has great sustain as well, and these drums are completely wide open. No dampening or anything like that at all. You want to put a little moon gel, a little bit of tape, a small amount of tape, maybe some cotton in the drum to take away some of the sustain. That'd be a great thing, but right now they're open and wide and very musical, and they sound awesome. Now to this big 18 by 22-inch kick drum. Here we go, snare wires off. Big, punchy, low-end tone out of this kick drum. I have a little bit of dampening on the inside, just a couple of pillows that are lightly touching the batter and the resident head, but not too much. Snare wires on, we'll do the same thing. What's really cool about this kick drum, in my opinion, with the stock head on there and just a tiny bit of dampening, that beater is just burying itself into the head. Sometimes you'll get a little bit of a flutter depending on the head combination you have, but not with this drum. You get fat tone, nice and precise, and the beater on the kick drum pedal buries right in there and stays where you want it to. It's a good thing. All right, now before I get into the hardware, let's play these drums a little bit more in context, all together, everything on. Let's do it. Woo! Okay, it's time to get into the great hardware on this kit. Yamaha makes fantastic hardware, whether it's their stands, hi-hat, cymbal stands, their pedals are really smooth, and the hardware they put on their drums is great. First, let me show you the single post absolute lug right here. It's one screw holding on the lug. So low mass, not a lot of stuff touching the shell. The next thing I want to point out is the tom mounting system called the Yes 3 tom mounting system. There's 3 points of contact on the shell. The drums resonate perfectly, and what's really cool, I love the fact that the drums, the toms especially, are mounted right on the kick drum. It's old school. It's been this way for Yamaha for a long time. There's 3 posts on the tom mount right here, 2 for the toms, right? Then there's an extra hole right there where you can put a small cymbal boom arm, you can put a splash cymbal, percussion, whatever you want there. It's been like that for Yamaha for a long time. However you want to say it, the toms are always in the perfect position, which is really cool. The hoops on the drums are 2.3 millimeter Dyna hoops, again adding to the resonance of these great drums. What's really cool is the color of all the hardware on the drums. They got the smoky color that goes great with this finish. Now speaking of the finish, this one's awesome. It's called Ice Sunburst. There's a number of finishes in the live custom hybrid oak line of drums. Again, talk to your Sweetwater sales engineer or look on sweetwater.com. You can see the pictures of all the kits there. But what this finish is, it's a traditional Japanese finishing technique called uzukuri, and I hope I'm pronouncing that word correctly. But what it means is they take the shell first and they paint it black, okay? Then they sand the black off so only the black remains in the grains of the wood. Then they finish it with another color and sunburst it from the top to the bottom of the shell, and man, it looks fantastic. It's a little three-dimensional. You can really see the grain of the wood. It's a beautiful looking drum. There you have it, everybody, the Yamaha live custom hybrid oak line of drums. Great sounding, great feeling drums, a lot of fun to use in the studio and live. If you want any more information about this Yamaha product or any other Yamaha product, just make sure you contact your Sweetwater sales engineer. Thanks so much for watching this video. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, or subscribe. Click right here for more videos just like these, or start at sweetwater.com for all your music instrument and pro audio needs.